What's up, guys? Pypo here, bringing you a video today of me doing some of the Gilneas action. I'm really happy I got something other than WSG and fucking Deepwind Gorge, and I feel like I would have thought I'd say that in my entire life because those are my two favorite BGs, and I've just done way too much of them. I need a break, and luckily Gilneas did pop. What is that guy got that's making them all bright and shiny? I really want that. I've seen it a few times. I think it's for a Lich King item. Like or is it a paladin item? I'm not too sure, but they go all shiny and bright and look awesome. I really want that. For some reason, I'm an aspect of the cheetah, which is probably a bad idea. I don't know. I was running around before, but it looks like there is a healer at the back, so we can get on him. What I do want to talk about in this video today is I just had a visit to the doctors because I'm going through some shit right now with my blood pressure, and well, when I'm going through some shit, I'm not going through anything. Basically, if you guys are aware, which very few of you would be because I talked about it a long time ago. It's kind of like an ongoing thing for me dealing with this shit. Gonna pop it in turns here just because I have a few people on me. Gonna Master's Call and disengage out. Basically what's been going on is I have high blood pressure. I just have high blood pressure. Like, that's just something I have. And because of my age, the doctor that I see, my GP, regularly thinks that I have something wrong with me. Even though I've done pretty much every single test known to man. I've done every single blood test. I've had to do fucking urine tests. I've had to do, like, where they shove the thing in your... What is it called? Like, I did an ultrasound. As a male, I've had an ultrasound, which is the weirdest thing ever. And, like, because they just, like, trying to find something that's wrong with me. I've done this all, like, over 6 months ago. And so finally, it got to the point where she was like, okay, we'll put you on pills that'll just bring your blood pressure down, which is, like... It's not even that big of, like, for me, it's not that big of a deal. Like, yeah, I have to take a pill every day of my life. Who gives a shit? I take a vitamin every day of my life anyway. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But for some reason, like, they can only give you 6 months worth of, like, pills. I guess that's because they don't want you being some asshole who goes and tries to sell them or something. I don't know. So 6 months was up, and I went back, and she tested my blood pressure. Everything's fine because I'm on the pills. But for some reason, she, like... got angry with me because I didn't go and see a specialist about my problems. And I was like, I don't need to see a specialist. I am on the pills are working, there's nothing wrong with me, I feel absolutely healthy and fine. Like, why should I go see a specialist? And by the way, the specialist, because there's nothing wrong with me, pretty much, like, we don't know what's wrong with me, going and seeing a specialist would cost me like $1 billion. Because it would be the same thing again where I just have to do 1,000 tests. But not only is it 1,000 tests, it's 1,000 tests for a specialist, which for some reason, going from like a GP to a specialist means like you pay like an extra $1,000. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it costs a shitload of money to go do this shit. So I'm like, I'm not gonna go do that. I'm not gonna go spend all this money that I don't even fucking have, just to go see a specialist so they can run more tests and find out that I don't have anything wrong with me. Like, it just, for me, like, if I felt sick, or if I, like, had something wrong with me, if I had, like, a pain in my stomach, if I had anything physically, if I felt weird, if anything was wrong with me, I'd be like, yeah, cool. I'll go to the specialist and I'll get this shit done. But I feel 100% fine. I literally feel 100% fine. And she literally got angry at me, and she's like, well, I'm not going to be, she literally said to me, I'm not going to be your doctor because I don't want to have your life in my hands if you're not willing to, like, go and get tests done. And I'm trying to tell her, like, I've done all the tests you want me to do. You now are wanting me to send me to a specialist for no fucking reason, just to get, like, tests done and shit. And it's like, I've done all the problem is I've done them all. I've done literally every single test that's, like, a broad, like, they're kind of broad, and they, like, cover everything that could possibly be wrong with you, like cancer, or fucking, you know, you could have, like, a tumor above your liver that's making your hormones do weird shit or something that gives you high blood pressure, or like a back problem, or like an injury. I've had x-rays, I've had chest x-rays, I've had back x-rays, I've had fucking ultrasound. I've done, like, it sounds like I'm complaining, but I've done literally everything that I can think of that is even, like, stuff that I didn't even think even existed before having to do this shit. And all of them came back saying, you're 100% healthy. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, even some of them said, like, like, my cholesterol levels are, like, 1,000 times good. Like, they're above average, and, like, not above average in a bad way. Like, they're below average, I'd say. And I'm super healthy. And it's like, so I'm super, sorry, I'm super healthy, but you keep wanting to send me for these tests. High blood pressure just runs in my family. And, like, she knows it runs in my family because I have to give her the family history every time I fucking go there. And it's like, high blood pressure just runs in my family, lady. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're expecting to happen here. It's just, it just runs it. My dad has it, my grandfather has it, my uncle has it. Every male in my family has high blood pressure. But for some reason, she thinks that it has to be because I'm young, some physical issue, and now wants to basically stop being my doctor if I don't go and see a specialist. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to find a new doctor. But it shouldn't be that big of a deal because I have 6 months worth of pills anyway. So I have 6 months I can easily find a new doctor. Besides, I'm probably going to be changing some stuff up in my life. What I mean by that is I've recently started looking at universities and stuff. Basically, I've gotten to the point where I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. Like, if you guys don't realize, I live in the absolutely middle of nowhere. And I kind of just am stuck here. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, there's no jobs out here. There's no positions to go work out. There's nothing. There's nothing out here whatsoever. There's nothing, especially for a young dude like me, where like even like you might think like, well, surely there's like some labor jobs or some just even just like a shitty job that you can just go to and make some money. There's fucking nothing out here. The only job I ever found out here was that butcher job, and that was the worst thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. It's like serving people like while having to like cut meat and like it was just like whenever you have to deal with food and people at the same time, people are the worst things in existence. Like they're just horrible. They are absolutely horrible. So I fucking quit that as soon as possible, and then obviously I tried to join the army. Basically, I'm stuck. I'm not going to give you the whole backstory again. I've talked about it in previous videos. So basically what I'm looking at doing is going and maybe going to university and like living on campus and trying to basically somehow I'll probably have to get like some form of job, some form of like part-time job where I'm up there and, you know, making like shitty money but enough to like make rent, and then as well as going to uni. I don't even know what I'd go to uni for. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I look at stuff, I just feel like I don't want to do any of it. Like I literally went to like universities and like looked at every single course they have in Sydney. I'm like, I'll look at every single course, and I'm like, every single course here does not, none of this is appealing to me. Every single course I sat down and read and was like, this is what this is, it takes like 3 years to complete, this one takes 5 years to complete, this is what it encompasses, this is the jobs you can get afterwards, and like all of this just seems disgusting. What I want to do is YouTube, obviously. Like this is like, what I'm doing right now is fantastic, I love it, but there's no way I'm going to be able to live off this. At least not for a very, very long time. So because of that, I need to start looking at like getting some other shit done. That's why I'm looking at university, and it's more so just to get out of where I live right now, because even if I just stuck to like the whole YouTube thing and try to get YouTube going, my net speed is so shitty that it like hinders me just doing that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I can't even do this properly because my net speed is so shitty. And I'm gonna get raved by it. Deep freeze is such a good spell. Look how long it lasts. It's just so good. It is so good. Oh my god. Getting Chaos Bolt here. Hopefully I do reflect it. Did I get the reflect off? I did just get the reflect off. Gonna silence him there, but I'm gonna be gonna be dead anyway. Good lord. That mage stun just lasted for years. For years. I feel like stuns last way too long. Especially since I'm a hunter, I don't have any stuns. I have like a bind shot that is like, ugh. This is like, it's just not long enough. But anyway, so I've been looking for courses to do and stuff like that. Well, not courses, like I actually to get a bachelor degree, so I have something like to fall back on. And luckily for me, I live in Australia, where like the government will pay for you. Like there's a thing we have where basically the government pays for your I don't know if I don't know why I'm saying Australia. I'm not sure if anywhere else has this. I'm assuming they do, but like the government will pay for like your learning, like will pay for your university. And then once you've completed university and you actually get a job using that degree, they won't take any money off you to pay for the bills until you're making a certain amount of money. So like say I make 50 grand a year, until I start making like 50 grand a year or some shit, then they won't actually take any money off you. So I don't have to worry about loans or anything like that for a decent amount of time. But so that's pretty good. There's no reason for me not to do it, except for the simple fact that I need to somehow work out a way to, number one, get to Sydney, because that's the effort in itself. Like, I can train it up there, but if I train up there, I have all this I basically need a car. I need to, like, drive up there, take all my shit, fucking somehow find a place to stay, most likely on campus, but then it's like I need to find a job immediately to start fucking trying to, like, make enough money to afford rent and shit like that, and good lord, like, it's gonna be, if I do it, which I do want to do it, especially since I want to get out of, like, living in the bush, it's gonna be a pain in my ass. It's gonna be a long, shitty fucking situation. I'm gonna be like on my ass for like a good 6 months probably, like just in shit for like 6 months of me trying to get situated. But hopefully, if I stick to it and like get, not to mention like I'll be living in Sydney, and that's like, it's one thing to go from where I live to living like in a town or something like that. Like it would take me a little bit getting used to, like, I think I could get used to it pretty quickly though. It's another thing entirely for me to go from where I am right now to living in a city. Like, it's gonna be a culture shock for me and something I have to get used to really quickly. So but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just kind of sick of being nowhere. It pisses me off so much that like I can't do anything. There's nothing out here. I can't even get good net. I can't fucking do. I'm living literally in bush, and it's like there's just nothing out here. Obviously, it has like its benefits. Like it's like quiet, and I don't have to deal with people's shit half the time, and I can do whatever I want pretty much. I can walk down the street naked probably, and nothing would happen. But it's like it's super fucking just boring out here, and there's nothing going on. It's like I just want to get the fuck away from here. Pretty much. So, and there's just no, I don't see any other way for me to do that. I mean, I could look for just a job in Sydney, but the problem is I don't see myself being able to find a job that is enough, like something I want to do plus living, like move to Sydney, you know what I mean? Like I just don't see something I could find that would like actually satisfy me. Whereas uni, at least I'm like, uni I'm not going to enjoy. Already know I'm not going to enjoy it. I've never enjoyed anything to do with like a teacher or something like that trying to like put shit on you. If they're a good teacher, I've had like one good teacher my entire life that I liked, and that was in high school, and she was an English teacher, and she was actually like really good. She let me write whatever I wanted. She like praised me, like she knew how to teach a person like me pretty much. And it's the one teacher I've ever had any kind of like good relationship with. Every other one is like, fuck you, you're shit, this is what you have to do. They're like the authority figures, and I just hate bullies, you know what I mean? I hate bullies, and a lot of times I find that a teacher is just a form of bully that tries to bully you into seeing stuff their way and only doing stuff their way, which is like, it's fair enough, like you're a teacher and you're trying to get your point across, and I need to do stuff your way, yes, but at the same time, you don't need to be a bitch about it and fucking come down on me super hard. And I just don't respond well to that whatsoever. Like, if you're being a cunt to me, then I'm just not gonna, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna sit there and just let you be a cunt to me. I'm leaving. Like, or I'm just gonna go off my head and tell you to fuck off. And then, like, that's obviously not gonna go down well when you tell someone to fuck off, you know. I'm not gonna be in that class for very long. So hopefully I can get into a decent, I still don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna do something with computers. Even though, like, a lot of people do this stuff and like, oh, I'm good with computers. Computers are fucking boring. Like, they're absolutely boring. But I feel like I'd say that's like the most job potential thing out there these days, is if I just do something in like some programming, you know, like computer 101 or whatever the fuck the course is called. It's probably like a bachelor in computer sciences or something like that. I just do that course. It's going to take like 3 years. Then I can get pretty much like any maintenance job, any computering job, any like computer maintenance job out there. And then once that's done, it's like, you know, I'm set for life, and I'm in Sydney already. I can find a place to live, can find a job, and you know, I'm going to continue doing YouTube obviously throughout all of this. Obviously, I'll have like university Wi-Fi, which is like going to be 7,000 times better than this fucking shit that I'm working with right now. So hopefully, I can still do the YouTube efficiently. Maybe not a video every day, but you know, hopefully, I can still like get some shit done for you guys. Unfortunately for me in this BG, I have been encountering like 2 to 3 people by myself the entire time, which has resulted in me getting just my ass handed to me. Especially since it's been like a Shadow Priest and a Mage. I found the few things that can beat me in WoW at the moment on a Hunter is like a really good Monk, a Shadow Priest, and a Feral Druid. Not so much Mages, but Mages are really good at putting in like stuns and slows on you while you're like getting attacked by everyone else, and it's just enough to like really fuck me up. As you see that, oh my god, that cast bolt is dangerous. I'm just gonna get the fuck out of the situation. I really do not want to be there. I'm gonna use my health stone here while I run into a fence. I had to run into the fence because I have to click my health stone. I should probably hotkey health stone, because there just always is. There always is health stones in BGs. I don't know why I haven't hotkeeyed it. Finally gonna get on this fucking warlock here. Try and get him down. Actually, I don't have a deterrence. Shit. I thought I had a deterrence. I do not have a deterrence. Gonna put down a bonding shot right there. So he has to run through it to get to me. There it is. But he's gonna kill me right as I get to the end of the game. That wasn't that good. It wasn't a good BG, but either way, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you are doing university, guys, what you're studying, if it's fun, if it's enjoyable, or like what I should do. You know, if you have any like tips or fucking tricks for me, like moving to a city, yeah, who knows. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good video. I'll see you next video. See you guys. Come to your senses, Papa.